In the heart of Jacksonville, Florida, stands a relic of a bygone era. Annie Little Elementary, once a place of learning and laughter, now echoes with chilling whispers and unsettling tales. Known by locals as the Devil's School, its decaying facade hides a past steeped in darkness and tragedy. For decades, stories have circulated about the horrors that allegedly unfolded within those walls. Whispers of a cannibalistic principal, a murderous janitor, and even satanic rituals have transformed the school into a breeding ground for fear and fascination. But are these just stories, spun from the threads of imagination and the passage of time? Or does a sinister truth lurk beneath the surface? Join us as we delve into the chilling history of the Devil's School, separating fact from fiction and uncovering the truth behind the legends. Prepare to confront the darkness, for within these walls, the past refuses to remain silent. Welcome to Screamville. Public School Number 4, later renamed Annie Little Elementary School, is an abandoned educational building in Jacksonville, Florida, steeped in history and legend. Established in 1918 as Riverside Grammar School, it was the fourth public school constructed in Duval County. Despite its noble beginnings, the school's eventual abandonment, state of disrepair, and eerie reputation have made it a magnet for curiosity seekers and urban explorers. In 2000, the Jacksonville City Council designated the structure a historic landmark, preserving its storied past for future generations. However, the school is not only known for its architecture and historical significance, it is also rumored to be haunted, with many tales adding to its mystique. The school's origins trace back to the Riverside Park School, built in 1891. This wooden frame structure served the community well, but was later deemed unsafe due to fire hazards and structural instability. In 1915, Duval County responded to the growing demand for safer and more modern school facilities by approving a $1 million bond to construct new brick schoolhouses. One of these projects was the replacement of Riverside Park School. Designed by architect Rutledge Holmes, construction of the new school began in 1917 and was completed in 1918. The building was made primarily of poured concrete, designed to be resilient against Florida's challenging weather conditions. The name Public School Number 4 was inscribed on the facade, marking it as the fourth public school in the county. In the mid-20th century, the school was renamed Annie Little Elementary in honor of Annie Little Hausch, a respected principal who had dedicated much of her life to education in Jacksonville. The school initially thrived, serving the growing Riverside community and overlooking Riverside Park. However, urban development in the mid-20th century began to change its surroundings dramatically. The construction of Interstate 95 and Interstate 10 during the 1950s and 1960s physically isolated the building, turning it into a relic of the past surrounded by highway overpasses and heavy traffic. In 1960, Annie Little Elementary was closed permanently. For the next decade, the building was repurposed as office space and storage, but it gradually fell into neglect. In 1980, the Ida Stevens Foundation purchased the building for $168,000 with the intention of converting it into senior housing. However, federal funding issues derailed these plans, leaving the structure vacant. Over the decades, the building suffered significant damage from vandalism, neglect, and natural decay. A fire in 1995 caused the auditorium roof to collapse, further deteriorating the property. Despite its dire state, Foundation Holding Incorporated bought the property in 1999 with plans to develop condominiums. These plans were abandoned after public outcry led to the school being designated as a historic landmark in 2000. The property changed hands again in 2011 when Tarpon 4 LLC purchased it for $86,000 through a tax deed. The abandoned school has gained a reputation as one of Jacksonville's most haunted locations. Legends speak of ghostly apparitions, unexplained noises, and an unsettling atmosphere that lingers in the crumbling halls. Some claim to have seen shadowy figures, heard children's laughter, or experienced sudden temperature drops. One of the most infamous stories is that of the auditorium, where it's rumored that tragic events may have occurred. Though largely unsubstantiated, tales of cult activity, mysterious disappearances, and supernatural encounters have fueled local folklore, drawing paranormal enthusiasts and thrill seekers to explore the site despite its dangerous condition. Today, the building stands as both a historic landmark and a symbol of Jacksonville's evolving history. Its resilient architecture contrasts starkly with its current state of decay, serving as a reminder of the city's educational past and the cultural significance of preserving its landmarks. The stories and legends surrounding Annie Little Elementary continue to captivate imaginations, making it a hauntingly beautiful piece of Jacksonville's heritage. The school's abandoned state has given rise to countless legends, each more chilling and bizarre than the last. Visitors often claim to hear the voices of long-departed children echoing through the ruins, and stories about its dark history have taken on a life of their own. The most persistent legend involves a tragic boiler explosion that allegedly killed several students, while another version blames their deaths on a psychotic janitor who went on a murderous rampage. Yet another tale, even more macabre, accuses a cannibalistic principal of preying on disobedient students, devouring them in a hidden meat locker. During the 1980s and 1990s, amid a wave of moral panic and fears of satanic cults, the school earned a reputation as a hub for dark rituals, further cementing its nickname, the Devil's School. The story of the cannibal principal remains one of the most infamous. According to legend, the principal would summon misbehaving students to his office, where they would mysteriously disappear. Official explanations claimed they were suspended or expelled, but rumors swirled that the headmaster was consuming them. The principal supposedly transformed a closet into a makeshift meat locker, hanging his victims on spikes until they were eaten. Some versions of the tale suggest that multiple faculty members were complicit, with the principal serving as the ringleader of these gruesome acts. Equally disturbing is the story of the evil janitor who reportedly kidnapped students and dragged them to the boiler room, where he boiled them alive. According to legend, one student managed to escape, triggering a struggle that caused equipment to malfunction and led to a deadly explosion. The ensuing fire killed several children, forcing the school to temporarily shut down. When it reopened, it was said to be haunted by the spirits of the victims. Teachers, unable to cope with the eerie atmosphere and paranormal activity, reportedly left their jobs in fear. Another tale centers on a deranged principal who, overwhelmed by the pressures of the job and unruly students, snapped one day and went on a violent rampage. He allegedly murdered children throughout the school, leaving behind a gruesome trail of blood. More recently, urban legends have focused on the supposed satanic rituals performed within the building. Some stories claim these rituals began while the school was still operational, with faculty members participating in dark ceremonies. Others suggest that the rituals started after the school's closure, as the abandoned building became a haven for occult activity. Graffiti, including pentagrams and inverted crosses, now covers the walls, lending credence to these tales and deepening the building's sinister reputation. The mix of tragedy, mystery, and eerie lore surrounding the school has kept its legend alive, drawing thrill-seekers and paranormal enthusiasts eager to experience its haunted halls. Today, Annie Little Elementary stands frozen in time, a haunting relic of Jacksonville's past. The schoolhouse, its once bright facade now weathered and worn, casts a long shadow over the neighborhood. Despite its dilapidated state, Annie Little Elementary captivates those drawn to the mysteries of the unknown. Paranormal investigators flock to its crumbling steps, hoping to capture a glimpse of the entities said to roam its halls. Others speak of shadowy figures lurking in the darkened corridors, their presence sending shivers down the spines of even the most hardened skeptics. Whether one believes in the supernatural or dismisses the stories as mere folklore, there's no denying the hold Annie Little Elementary has on Jacksonville. The Devil's School has transcended its physical form, becoming a symbol of the city's haunted history. Some argue that the school's haunted reputation is a product of its tragic past. Others believe it's a conduit to something darker, allowing entities from beyond to cross over. Whatever the truth may be, the Devil's School will continue to cast its long shadow over Jacksonville. Thanks for joining me as we uncovered the eerie legends of Public School Number 4. If you enjoyed this journey into the haunted and mysterious, or found value in the stories we shared, please consider subscribing to the channel. Your support helps us keep exploring the paranormal and diving into the unknown. Don't forget to like the video, share your thoughts or spooky experiences in the comments, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new upload. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and keep the lights on.